Hey students, in this week I had some strategies that I shared with you earlier in the week, and using the Keltner bands, using some of Jeff Quinto's ideas of market momentum and market retracement. Those also are part of flags. So anyway, I wanted to take the end of the week and take a look at how those worked out. I placed the same trades that I gave you advice on, and it looks like one was pretty good and one maybe did not. But let's take a look at what you might do in the end of this week to make some money and continue to trade. You've got to trade. That's part of your grade. If you're not doing this really almost every day or every other day, you're not going to make the grade that we need. And this week was all about trading. So let's take a look. And the next several weeks are going to be also all about trading. So hopefully this really gets you some ideas you can apply and get after it. Let's take a look at what happened here in the markets. All right, so I put in these trades that I talked to you about the other day. One of them was a corn trade. It was a short trade. We were looking for the market to retrace, and we got some of that to happen. It looks like right now, as of now, I'm $4,000 up. Just talked to a student earlier that made me think about doing this, and they were up a little bit more, so they got their trade placed maybe a little better than I did. So anyway, let's go take a look at the CME market under markets and look at what corn's been doing. I go to markets and then agriculture, and then I can kind of go straight to those commodities by looking through this list. And corn futures is a grain. It's right there. And if I click corn futures, the symbol, it brings me right to the quote. Lots of ways to get here, but that's an easy way. Now here's the quote. I'm talking about December. I'm going to click on the chart. The markets aren't quite open yet, but probably getting close if we look at this. And here is where corn was. I'm going to go in here and put the Keltner bands, which is what we looked at earlier in the week. And this is just what we were hoping would happen. The Keltner band showed the upper band, upper limit, the average, the lower limit. We saw how corn had done the flag, got back to the average, didn't break the bottom Keltner band, and we saw that the market had run up. We were seeing it up in here, and if I go back to stock track, you can see that about 418 is when I got in. So somewhere up in here is where we saw the market on Monday. We were looking for a retracement to try to make money, and we got it. The market did retrace. In fact, it retraced down here to this average, and it didn't break the Keltner band bottom trend yet, which would show us maybe some downward motion. So it looks like, I think we got all of this that we intended to. We were just looking to try to catch this retracement. Seems like the market might continue to have momentum, but that's still yet to be seen. So we could maybe look at a different position, but I think one thing is sure, that this trade we made turned us a decent profit, a quick 4.78% in a short couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how do I get out of this if I want to. Now I'm looking at December. You can see the -4 means I'm short. So if I hit trade, I'm looking to get out of this in my particular example. So I hit trade. I got in with a short, so I get out with a cover. Remember, that's some of the stuff I showed you at the very beginning. Buy is how you get in, sell is how you get out. That's a long position and get out. The short's how you get in, and cover is how you get out. That represents really a sell than a buy. But they split the terms up to keep it simple for us. So absolutely it covers what I want. I'm looking at the grains. I am looking at corn. I'm looking at December based on stock track 2020. 4 contracts is there. I'm going to do it at the market. I'm going to hit review, and I'm going to say here, and you're going to type more than me, but I'm going to talk about that I want to, if I can hit the right keys here, I want to capture my profit. Now you might talk here more about, of course, how you got into this. You were looking for the retracement. The market retraced. You're going ahead and just taking your profit. I'm going to hit confirm, and now I have myself a position. If I go back to open positions, it's going to show me actually the market is open because it's gone ahead and got rid of that position for me. You can see it's gone now. All right, so I've still got this profit, or in this case, a loss on lean hogs. The market is open right now, it looks like. So I'm going to go over to lean hogs and see what happened. Now, you may say, what would you do on corn here? Well, I would watch it. If this market comes back up to this 399 window, this average, maybe this is just simply a retracement and the market's going to continue to go up. So you might want to even look for a chance to buy into corn right here in the market. And maybe that's what this is. What we were looking for was a retracement. We got it. Let's get out. So we took our profit there. All right, let's jump over to what else I gave you advice on. Back into markets, we're going to go to agriculture, except now I want to go down to not the grains, but I want to go to, we were looking at livestock, and I was in lean hogs. So I click lean hogs, go back over here and look at lean hogs a little bit more. I was December lean hogs. I was long, and the market looks like it hurt me. It looks like I got in at 67.70. Market did not go up. It went down a little bit. Let's go take a look at what happened here. All right, let's go ahead. I believe we put Keltner bands on this thing originally, so let's put them on it again. And let's see what we were looking at here. So I think what we were looking at here is we were looking at the market had retraced and it would continue its momentum. But it didn't. It actually broke the bottom Keltner channel here and kind of shows us a little bit of a scare. Now, I would say that 65 is where it's at right now. Once again, back here, we got in at 67.70. 66.30 is what Stock Track felt like the market was at. Let's go take a look at that. 66.30, it actually has back down. You can see that somewhere up in here is where it was. Oh, there it is right there with the close of the day before. It looks like that it's open, but it's open down, and it's traded down. So a little bit scary here on hogs. It's pretty erratic. It's broke the average several times. It sure looks like there's some downward pressure on hogs, but we are in a long position. Now, I don't like to take a loss here if I don't have to. 67.70 is where we are. The market has backed down a little bit from that. It's down actually even lower. It's 65 live right now. Man, I would sure be interested to try to average my way into this. It looks like it's broke the channel a little bit, but it's broke the average quite a bit. So there looks like a lot of downward pressure. It looks like we might lose money on some hogs. So if you think you want to get out of this, you could just sell those 4 contracts and take your loss. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here and I am going to not sell more. I'm going to buy more of them. I'm going to go to livestock. This is not what Jeff Quinto would say to do, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to talk about a December contract. I'm going to go with 4 more. Let's see the bid right now. You can see it's the 66 number. 66.28 is what it is. I don't think Stock Track has caught up with the open yet, so I'm going to leave it at the market hit preview. And you, again, would say more than me, but I'm going to try this idea of average cost to help me make money on a long position. I might talk here, if I were you, about the Keltner bands and where they are. It's broken the average to the downside several times, but you think there's momentum that it's continued to flip back and rise back up again, which would Jeff Quinto would say the market has momentum. It'll continue to go that direction. I'm a little bit afraid of the momentum shows me it might be down, but we don't know that yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put my bet onto this and just to make a strategy or a decision. So here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this market to turn around and get back out of this position and move up like it did here. The thing that scares me a little bit that we really should watch out for is this average. You see how when it doesn't really break this average, it keeps momentum, but when it breaks that average, then we're worried about it. However, look what it did here. It broke the average, it broke it down, and then turned around and continued. So I don't know. This is a little bit scary. Same thing happened here. Broke the average, didn't really go anywhere, just went flat. So we may be worried about that happening again right here. However, it sure looks like, just based on this graph, that it's got some potential. Now the market has opened here. Do you see how now the CME group is moving? And so it is kind of down and up. See those red's going down again? It's live right now, and you can see the trading happening. The market just opened, and you can see these prices actually are pushing down. Let's see what happened in stock track. If I go back to my open positions, it might not have caught up, and it has caught up. It has me in with 8 contracts now. I only had 4, so it's in. It's got my price paid at 66.28. The market right now is right at, that's an average, by the way, with the 2 prices. It's at 66 right now. So I'm sure looking forward to get up to this 68, 69 window. So I'll wait. That's my position. That's the trades that I have made. Try to use CME Group, use Keltner bands, pick your positions. You can see what I gave you on earlier in the week, whatever that was, Monday or Tuesday. You can see how those have played out. You can see what I'm looking at now, and you can see the positions that I put in. Don't just trade the commodities that I'm trading here. Also trade your own, diversify. You are graded on the diversity of contracts and commodities that you trade, and you're graded heavily on the frequency of your trades. So getting trades in is really what it's about. There's several of you that are not getting that done. If we look at your class rank right quick, if I go to, let's see, if I go to rankings, you can all see this as well on yours. You can see that our leader last week has dropped way down. I think, Jace, you left some positions all open and the market flipped on you. So you can sure go from the top to the bottom pretty quick. Some of you are worried about trading. Gray gauge right here. Not trading, man. You got to trade, otherwise you're not going to make any money for sure, but you're also going to get a really bad grade on this. You can see some people have traded quite a few times, like Luke. You can see some others. Our top trader this week is Reagan, making only about 10 grand, but 18 trades. So Reagan, keep it up. Get in and get out. That is the key that Jeff Quinto gives. But quite a few of you aren't trading enough, so hopefully this gives you guys some insight to trade. All right, thanks for watching the video. Hope this helps. I can see some insight from last week to this week. Here in the price analysis class, here's what it looks like for you. Advanced ranch management class, you're also looking at the video. You can see your rankings. These strategies I also shared with you. So there you go. Hopefully this video helps you see a little bit more about what to do and what to trade and kind of the results of some trades we made this week. Thanks.